What's going on, guys? Chris Martinez here. In this video, I'm gonna show you guys 2 paths that you can take to grow your health coaching business faster in 2025. Okay, so my name is Chris Martinez, one of the co-founders of Dynamic Fit Pros with my twin brother that has the same exact big eyebrows, Eric Martinez. We've helped over 900 plus health coaches, professionals, practitioners start and grow their coaching businesses to 6 figures and beyond. That's been the past 5 years, and we're on a mission to help more people. So again, stay with me in this video because again, I'm gonna show you guys 2 great paths you can take if you're a health coach, professional practitioner to grow your health coaching business a lot faster in 2025. All right, let's talk about path number 1. The first thing you have to really figure out is who are you helping? It's gotta be one single target market in the context of going online specifically, okay? This is why in our accelerator mentorship, we help our coaches really figure out like who this perfect future client is. And what this really comprises of what we call the niche diamond, okay? So if you look at a diamond, it's got 5 different shapes. So the niche diamond here, I'm gonna walk you through, is all these 5 different areas that you need to really figure out your perfect future client and understand like who this single target market is that I'm going to help out in my health coaching business, specifically online, and dominate 2025 to become the authority and really establish credibility, right? So you're the go-to person. So let's look at this niche diamonds, okay? So the first one right here is you have to have a bleeding neck problem, okay? There has to be a problem that's very severe, high persistence for somebody to sit there and pay a high premium to solve, okay? For example, a bleeding neck problem is migraines. Basically a stubbed toe problem, right? Which is just mediocre, is just headaches, okay? So again, it's gotta be a bleeding neck problem that you need to solve, okay, within that niche. The second part on here, the niche diamond right here, is your actual niche, right? So again, is this weight loss? Is it corrective exercise, right? Is this going into like maybe skincare? Is it going into helping out competitors, right? Whatever it is, like you have to understand what the niche is, right? That you're going into. The third part on the offer diamond is the avatar. Like who is this specific perfect client, right? Basically, right? So is this a man? Is this a woman? What are the characteristic traits of this person? Are they driven? Are they committed? Are they aspirational? The fourth part here on this niche diamond is basically your specialty / method. How do you help this avatar that's in this niche solve this bleeding neck problem? It can't just be like, hey, like I'm gonna help you lose 50 pounds in 12 weeks and that's it, right? We're just gonna get our hands dirty. I'm gonna give you a meal plan. I'm gonna give you a cardio plan. I'm gonna check in with you and that's it. It's not sexy enough. It's not new enough, right? People love novelty, right? So new gives people hope. It's a powerful marketing stimulus like I've mentioned in other videos, but it's gotta be something that's unique that gets them to the promised land, okay? All right, really quick, do me a solid, right? If you're getting value on this, then just go ahead and hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, maybe even share this like link to somebody if you feel it's valuable. Just do a solid there. We'd really appreciate it. All right, now back to the video. Now the 5th part here on this niche diamond right here is your USP. That's your unique selling proposition. You should have this mastered and memorized to where it's like you're next to somebody in an elevator and they're like, hey, what do you do, right? Well, this is what I do right here. And it's basically, I help, you know, whatever niche solve bleeding neck problem with my specialty and method. And you should have that pat down in an elevator pitch, okay? So that's the first thing in this pathway is you gotta get very clear on who this person is that you wanna work with, which is this one singular market. So the next part in this path 1, after you've decided who you're working with, right, and you understand the niche diamond, well, the second thing is you have to have a pretty compelling offer, right? You can call it a signature offer, you can call it a core offer. We like to call this in our mentorship, the high ticket offer star, right? Again, the star, if you think about it, it's got 5 different parts on it, which I'm gonna walk you through here that's super important to really create this signature program or core offer that's irresistible, that's gonna be like, heck yes, I'm gonna give you $2,000, $3,000, $5,000 to solve my bleeding neck problem. So let's dissect the high ticket offer star, okay? The first part here is you have to have a promise and a deadline, okay? So again, I'm gonna use a very simple, you know, just example. If you are in the niche of helping people lose weight, maybe the bleeding neck problem is 100 pounds plus, right? Okay, well, you're gonna help them lose 100 pounds, and let's just say, I don't know, I'm just throwing this out there, 20 weeks, okay? The second part here is there needs to be a roadmap, okay? So the roadmap is going to comprise of your specialty and your method in the niche diamond, okay? So you need to visually be able to show this person like, if it's a 20-week program here, what do the phases look like right here, right? What's the journey look like ahead to be able to lose 100 pounds in 20 weeks? You can't just say, we're just gonna lose 100 pounds in 20 weeks and we're just gonna check in and just go along the way with it. No, you guys gotta paint the future for people. You gotta let them see what the journey ahead looks like behind the scenes so that they're like, yes, I can see myself going through this and losing 100 pounds because of this 4 or 5 step process, okay? The next part on the high ticket offer star is going to be your price positioning, okay? You can't just like reveal the price and just be like, you know what, for this 20-week, program to have you lose over 100 pounds is just $3,000, right? There's got to be some psychology within this and positioning right with the pricing, okay? So maybe there's a price anchor, right? To where it's like, normally this price is double the amount of $6,000, but since you took the call today, it's $3,000, right? Or maybe you show basically the prepay plan first of what you have, and you have some sort of script that you say in the positioning of the pricing where it's like, hey, are you opposed to saving on a prepay plan, right? Okay, great. Well, we have the pay in full that will have you sit there and prepay and save 20%, and it's a $3,000 pay in full or something like that. It's got to be positioned within the pricing, okay? You can't just say the price straight up like that. That's what I mean with the pricing position. There's got to be some strategy within that instead of just being like, okay, it's black and white, it's $3,000 and that's it, okay? Now the fourth part on the high ticket offer star is throwing in some bonuses, guys. Throw in some high value bonuses, not like something where it's like you get a checklist or you get a grocery list, like literally some high value stuff. Like you get a 30-minute kickoff strategy session with me, right? You get like literally an emergency, like text me, I'm on the phone with you, I'm on Zoom with you type of call, or I do like a 30-minute kitchen raid over Zoom or FaceTime with you. Very high value bonus to push them over the edge and really increase that perceived value. The fifth part in the high ticket offer star is your guys' guarantee. So if you guys are as good as you think you are as health coaches, professionals, and practitioners, throw a non-conditional or conditional guarantee in there, right? So it's like, okay, well, if you don't lose the 100 pounds in 20 weeks, well, I keep working with you for the next like maybe 8 weeks, right? There's got to be some sort of guarantee, again, guys, to sit there, right, and push them over the edge. Okay, the last part here under path 1 is basically what we call the 3 traffic sources. How are you going to get leads? That's the number one thing now is like, okay, how do you get leads now that you have the person you want to work with? Now you have an amazing offer. The 3 sources of traffic that you can create, if you think about a triangle right here, the first way you guys can create traffic is basically creating traffic. So creating traffic is posting content, right? It's doing all the organic stuff on there, whether it's, Facebook, Instagram, whether it's TikTok, whether it's starting a YouTube channel, podcast, right? It's all organic stuff, right? It's gonna be sweat equity, okay? Now that takes a lot longer, guys, because it's slow, right? And most social media platforms these days are pay to play, okay? Now, if we go back to the triangle again, the second one down there is borrow traffic. So that's basically if you partner with companies, you have joint ventures, you have collaborations, host beneficiaries, you can sponsor actually businesses that have your traffic, but you're borrowing the traffic, right? You can go into Facebook groups and speak to people and have call to actions to book a call, right? Again, you can have sponsorships, whether they're local, whether they're virtual, and be able to have your brand come in. You guys can do QR codes to go into your guys' booking call page. There's so many cool things you guys can do, right? On borrowing traffic. Again, it's sweat equity. It's hard. It takes time, right? The third part of this is actually paid. So that is actually getting into the game with the big boys and doing pay to play, right? Which is basically paying for advertisement, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube. It could be anything else. I recommend just starting off on Facebook and Instagram, guys, because it's so easy, especially these days, to be able to sit there and run ads. They've made it a lot easier on the platform. The algorithm is really strong that they can get those targeted perfect future clients that you want. And as long as you know that bleeding, that problem that you guys have to be able to want to solve for that specific singular market, all you need is really some copywriting skills to be able to match the messaging with like the problem they're facing, and basically put some still images up. You don't even have to go to like crazy videos or anything like that. And you can throw an ad up and you can guys get people into your funnel and be able to sit there and get people on calls, okay? Okay, so path number 2 is basically the accelerated growth phase, okay? So if you look at path 1, it's really some of the foundational pieces you have to do, right? So I'll tell you guys a story. When I was in Ty Lopez's Business Builder back in 2017, he told a story one time, like literally at his Beverly Hills mansion, where he was just like, there's either a long cut or there's a shortcut in business, okay? The long cut is you doing everything on yourself, like literally making mistake after mistake, trying to read all these books, trying to watch all these YouTube videos, trying to piece together all these free lead magnets into a huge puzzle. And you think that you're gonna get like all these secrets and you're gonna get the blueprint and that you're gonna skip steps, but it doesn't happen that way, guys. You have to pay your price, just like anything else. So if you try to put together this puzzle with all these different pieces and free information, and you don't even know what the hell the end of the puzzle looks like, well, you're wasting time, right? And time is really expensive. It really is, okay? And so are mistakes, especially in business. So there is a shortcut to this, and it's hiring a mentor. It's hiring a coach that's been down this route, that they've done things that you want to do. They've paid their price. They've invested a lot of money. They've made a lot of mistakes, right? Why would you go off and try to do this by yourself? I'm not saying, hey, you guys got to come to us and hire us, right? Because I don't even know you, right? I don't know if I can help you. I don't know if I want to help you, to be 100% honest. We have curated a beautiful community of health coaches, right? Most likely like yourself if you're watching this, right? Where they've done some amazing stuff in their business and they've had some great results, okay? So we're not gonna just let anybody in. And we don't even know if like you will do the work and keep to your word because our reputation's on the line, right? We've helped over 900 plus health coaches. Been in this industry for 15 years, guys. You have a good reputation. And if you guys wanna take the next step, you don't even have to fill out anything. You don't have to get on a call with us. All I'm saying is watch this video up here because we give you guys literally the whole behind the scenes on how the accelerator mentorship works and how we can help you go from 0 to 10K months. There's 2 phases, 0 to 5K, then 5 to 10K. I break this whole thing down on a whiteboard for you guys. At the very least, worst case scenario, you guys can take this whole playbook and you guys can implement it into your guys' own system. You guys can probably make an additional 2 to 3K on there. If not, then just check it out and see what the next step is. But guys, hopefully I gave you some value on how you guys can grow your guys' business with these 2 paths in 2025 as a health coach, professional, practitioner. Hopefully I dropped some value on here, guys. I'll see you guys in the next video. Make sure to watch that video here so you guys can see how we can help you guys out in our accelerator mentorship.